Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how you can use KushoAI to test your APIs. So basically, with our AI agent, you will be able to test your APIs within a couple of minutes. All you have to do is upload your API and provide essential information or parameters of it, and then you are good to go. So to get started, you'll have to log into our KushoAI platform, and then it will lead you to the web app over here. So there are two methods that you can use to test your API. One, you can just go to the test suite button, and then there will be an option to create test suite, or you can check from the home page as well. There will be an option of create test suite as well. So I will just click on that, and currently we have five options in which you can use and test your APIs with. So first is your HTTP method. You can give that. The second one is your open API specification JSON. The third one is your Postman collection. The fourth one is your curl command, and the fifth one is basically you can upload the .txt or .md file of your API documentation, and you can test it using that as well. So for this one, we will just go with the first one, the HTTP method or the URL that you have to provide. I will click on that, and I will just do HTTP method as get itself. I will paste the URL, and then there will be some fields that you can give, for example, like headers, path parameters, query parameters, request body. So for this API, I only have to give the response body itself. So I will just copy the response, and I will just paste it here, request body, and then yeah, just click on generate button over here, and then you will be redirected to the test suite page, and then all your tests will be running from here itself, and you can see like live uh, how many tests will be created, or like how many minutes it will take. So let's wait couple of minutes, and then it will be done, and our test would be here. And as you can see, like it's still creating, and we are like almost done with the test cases. So let's wait 2-3 seconds, and it might be done. Yeah, so we have currently 61 test cases with us, or tests, and you can see the description of it, and you can click on details and see like what it does. So for example, test with empty string on the field, this one, and then yeah, so it has given a empty string there. And yeah, all the tags will be there, like data type, negative, positive, semantic. So you can check it out as well. So let's just pick one and just run it. Yeah, so there you go. Like this is how you can run your test, and then you can also click on run all test button over here. That will basically trigger all the tests, and it will be run in parallel. And there is an option of assertions, so you can create assertions using AI as well. So you can just click on generate using AI, and then you will see like for this one it has like 12 total assertions, so you can edit or add if you want. I will just save and run it, and yeah, they have passed. And yeah, so that is basically the functional testing feature of Kusho AI. And then you can go over to security tab as well. So basically, security tab is used to create your security tests. Uh, Basically, like course misconfiguration to test that, authentication and authorization checks, various injection attacks. So you can just click on generate test suite, say over here, or test security, and then yeah, those will be done as well. And you will be able to see like what kind of different test it has created. And there we are. So we have 41 test cases tests for it, and then you can just expand and see the details of it as well. So basically, this is how the description or like the request look like. We will just click on run, and yeah, there you go. And let's hit back to the functional testing page. And We also have a really good feature called uh, pre-run script. Basically, pre-run script is used for basically running a specific script before you run any test. For example, like if you want to run your authentication token first and then you want to run the test, this is how you can use it. So I will just click on that, and you will see a documentation here, like how you can use the pre-run script feature and like what all is available there. So like there will be some example in this script as well. So I have a small script ready with me. So this is just for like generating dynamic values and debugging. So I will just paste it over here, and then I will do run before every test case. I will save this script and I will run it. So this is how the response looks like. I will close it. So basically, if I run a test now, so the pre-run script will run first, and then uh, the test will run. So if I click on it, so basically this means that, for example, if you have provided like an authentication token or something like that, so that authentication token will run first, and then your test. Now let's see some different features that we provide at KushoAI. So we have already covered the generate report and the pre-run script. Now we will see on the define test data. So basically this is used for like if you want to provide like a test data field or like any specific test that you want to run. So this is basically what is used for. So like to test the functionality of an API, and you can just click on the field that you want to create like a test for, or you can just add like a lot of different fields as well, and then you can give like the values to it. And if you want to add more test, um, so that you can do by using the add test button over here, and then you will have two options. One is using AI, so you can just type the prompt like what you uh, want the test to be like, and you can also do like using payload. So I will just click on that. So you can do a bulk upload as well, so you can just download the sample report and then see like what kind of format it takes, and then you can just choose a file and upload it. If you want to add a single test, then let's say I change the title of this, and then I write um, title should be hello, something like that, and then I click on save, and then that would be added. And you can check it by clicking on added by me, so that would be there, and you can just deselect it, and like it would be on the top as well. So if I go on the details, the title is here, and then you can do the kind of same with the using AI as well. Just write a prompt here and then say like I want to add this, like we have some sample prompt as well, so that you can see like how you should provide the prompt. So there is also add product context here. So basically you can use it if you want to add like generate like additional tests from your product or like business documentation, or you already have like a product business or like design documentation for a feature, and you want Kusho to generate like additional business logic tests for that documentation. And for that you will have to just click on the button over here. So I have a test suite with me. I will go over there and then select it, and then I will click on add product context, and then you can see like what like how to get your documentation and like the supported format, and you can just click on next, and then you will have to provide like the document name or the context of it, or you can like guidance prompt like if it's optional, so like you can give it or not. So I have a file with me, so I will just click on that, and then it will just automatically fill all the fields for us, and I will click on next. So it will just analyze, and it will take like uh, 5 to 10 seconds, and so it is basically analyzing the document and generating like text descriptions for it. And then you can see like the additional test that it has created. So uh, you can like select or deselect, and I will just click on generate test, and then those will be done. and the generation started, and then the 10 tests that we saw would be added soon. So if I close that, and then you can see like these tests are basically been added, and yeah, you can check those out as well. And yeah, that is basically it. Now let's talk about the environments and variables section of KushoAI. So basically, what you can do is create a lot of environments in KushoAI and then assign variables to it. So this is used for when you have like different environments and like it has different values. So you can use it for that. For example, if you have a production environment, you can add it in KushoAI, and then you can provide, for example, like real world values to the variables to test like how the customer will or how the user will interact with your API, or like a testing environment. So you can just click over here, and then there are some environments that I have created, like banking, prod, and test. So by default, it would be like default. So you can click on any test, sorry, any environment that you want. And then, for example, if I have chosen test, and then I can just give a variable to it. So let me just write a name, let's say name, and then like XYZ. This is what I want to test with. So this is the variable I can give. Or if I go to production, and these are some of the variables that I have given. The other feature of Kusho AI is generate report. So with this, you can generate or download your report of this test suite or any test suite that you want. So you can click over here, and then you can send the report via email. You can just provide your email or like any of your colleagues' email, and then the report will be sent to them. And you can also do the simplest way, download report. You can just download the report, and the format will be like .csv file, and you can use that option as well. Now let's head over to the manage workspace tab over here. So basically, with manage workspace, you can allow access to your colleagues to the Kusho AI platform, or like if they want to make some changes to the test suite, or you want to give access to them, you can give it from here. So you can just click on role, and you can select user or admin. There will be a lot more roles coming soon, so stay except for that. And yeah, so basically, I have Abhishek and Akshay added to this, and I have given the role of admin to them. So you can change the role from here itself, and you can add new user from here by clicking the add user button, and you can just give it the access or like the role that you want to give and their email. And here is the API key tab. Basically, API keys are used when you are implementing Kusho AI to your CI/CD integration. So for that, I mean, if you want, you have a GitHub Action or Jenkins or whatever CI/CD integration that you use, you can run Kusho from there as well. If there is any update to the repository or the API that you have, Kusho will automatically run and see the changes, what happened to the API, and then it will run the test again. So you don't have to do like a lot of manual things from your end, and you can see like the tests that are generated from there itself. And you can do it by clicking on the create API key, and then you'll have to give the name of your API, and you'll have to save the API key once it is generated, because it is only seen once and you won't be able to see it again. So you will have to create a new one in order to use if you forget or like if you misplace it. And then we have environments tab. So earlier I have showed you like how you can use the environments from the test suite page. So this is where you can create the environment as well. So I will just go over to the create new environment. You can just give the name and the description, that is completely optional, and then just give variables to it, and this is how that works. Now let's head over to the groups page or the tab. So you'll have to click here, and then basically with the group uh, feature, you will be able to create like a collection of test suites. So you can create a group and then add multiple test suites in it. and then it will kind of help you in organize and run them effortlessly. Let me show you how. So you can create a group from here as well, and then these are like the groups that I have previously created. You can copy the group ID, you can delete the collection from here as well. And to add your test suites in a group, you'll have to head over to the test suite button over here, and then just click on as many test suite that you want to add in the group. So let's say I want to add these four in a group. I will just head over to add to group button over here, and then you will be able to see all the groups that are already present, or you can create a new group from here. Let me give it a name of test, and then I will create and add test suite, and then that is done. So you can see the tag over here that I have created a group called test, and then these are the test suite that are in the under or inside the test group. So you can head over to the group page, and then you can click on the test group, and you will be able to see the test suite that we have added. And then you can create like API as well, if you want to give a new one. And then you can just go over to the run group. You can select the environment, you can select generate the report of all the test suite that we have added, and you can just click on run all, and that is basically it. And then let's go to the CI's integration. So like I mentioned before, like using CI integration feature of KushoAI, you will be able to run Kusho in your CI integration. For example, like we have a lot of options like GitHub Action, GitLab, Azure DevOps, Jenkins. So you can add it, and then if there is any changes to your API, so like it will just rerun it and give you the latest test. So let's take an example of GitHub Action. So like all the instructions are given here, like how to set it up, and some prerequisites like Docker image is there. So like you have to do that. So like all execution uses the Kusho test runner document Docker image. Um, Create a GitHub action, configure like the secrets, and then the Kusho API key. So like these are the things that you can get from Kusho itself. So like I have shown you like how you can create your API key, the test suite ID, so you can copy that, the base URL, the environment ID. So all these kind of things you will be able to get from the Kusho web app itself. And then there are like some examples like how to execute by a group ID, execute by tags, by E2E workflows, and all those kind of stuff. And to get these IDs, basically if you want to get a test suite ID, you can just go to over here and then copy the UID. I've already shown you the UP, the uh, yeah, so you can check the test suite from here. I was going to say the API key from the managed workspace section that I showed you. You can also copy the environment uh, key from there itself. And now let's see the E2E test suite tab. So basically E2E test suite is your end-to-end test suite. So you can create like a flow or like a workflow of your various test suite. You can correct like connect one API to another, the second one to the third one, and like basically you can create like permutation and combination for it. So let's say if you have a fintech API that depends on first fetching the KYC, then updating it, then maybe deleting it. So you can create a whole flow so that you can run it all together and see if the flow is actually working or the API is actually working or not. So let's head over to that, and then you can click on create, and then you can give a name of your E2E test suite and then a description of it. And when you do that, let me show you that as well. Let's say testing, and then I will just give this this is testing, and then when you click on create, like empty canvas will open. So with this you can visualize your API test suite, and then you can just add it to all together. So you can add a new one from here. You can just give all the details, or you can select from existing ones. So let's take these two, and click on add selection, and then they will show up in the canvas itself. And then now the tests will run for it. Like all the test suites are already created for it, the test basically. And then you can see them by clicking on this hamburger button over here, and you can see like this has like 143 test cases. And now you can do like permutation and combination. So like you can create like if you want to test 10 inputs of API 1 with three inputs of or three requests of API 2 to four of API 3, and those kind of stuff. So you can create like a combination. So let's say if I select these four, and then first of all you will have to connect the flow, and see like if this is the first one or this is the second one, and then you can just click on some of there, and then you can see the request body as well. And then this is how you can create like a E to E flow. And you can also go to the test suite page from here as well. So let me show you an example that I have created. Yeah, so the fintech API. So basically this is a really simple API or test suite that I have connected. One is your API creation, banking API creation, and second is your bank record creation. So you can click over here, and then let's say I will do two from here, and then three from here, and then you can select the environment from here as well, and then I will just click on run. Yeah. So this is how like the combination of API will be created. So like uh, first test of API 1 will be tested with second test of API 2, and then first test of API 2, and then all kind these kind of a combination will be there. Then there will be something like test of API 1 with a test of API 2, and then that kind of thing. So you can just see from here itself. You can expand it and see, and so all of them are working. And you might see like some has like assertion, and some of them has no assertion. So you can hover it and see over here. You can generate it from here as well, like if you want to create assertions. So these are already created. Assertion are created successfully, and you when you click on the edit button, you will be able to see the assertions. You can add it as well, and remove if you want, and like do like whatever editing that you want from here. And yeah, that will work. And yeah, this is how the E2E the end-to-end test suite feature of Kusho works. You can also get the report from here. You can also click on run all, and assertion you can just click for here, and then generate for all. So I don't want to overwrite right now, or I will just click on generate for only when that doesn't have it. So that will be done as well. So yeah, basically this is it for the video. I hope you liked it, and give Kusho a try. And all the things that we have mentioned in this video will be there in the documentation, and we will be providing that in the link of this video, so you won't have any problem uh, uh, juggling the resources. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.